Hey, I have a second channel, Cube Compium DDX. Hey everybody, here we have yet another CCTV DVR box to look at. I'm going to be pulling the drives out of this. So this one is definitely more advanced and probably newer than the last one I did a video on. The last ones were some believe Speco units that had those interfaced with the believe analog cameras. This one, however, appears to work with IP stuff because it has Ethernet ports all over the back of it. So this is a again HTV-SI. Not sure the exact model. Now these units are kind of out of my general realm. I don't normally deal with this kind of stuff. It's a HT-32N VR24TB-PoE. So I'm definitely not going to destroy this thing. I just want to get the drives out of it. So there are some screws in the back, and I guess we'll actually take the cover off. Let's get you a look at the back of it. As you can see, got 16 Ethernet ports here, PoE. So my guess, you could probably power cameras directly off this unit, maybe, I don't know. Got a LAN port there, VGA port there for a monitor, eSATA, USB 3, HDMI. It's got a power supply right there. That looks almost like a micro HCX unit there, or SFX, whatever you call it. So we're going to take the back panel off this. This one has little bitty screws in it. As you can see, this one is set up to be mounted into a server rack. It's got the mounts on the sides. See if I missed a screw anywhere. Yeah, of course I did. Wow. So this is definitely way more advanced than the last one I looked at. Let's try to get you a better look here. It's got 4 hard drives in it. This thing can hold up to 8 hard drives. This thing is a monster. For sure. Look at all those SATA cables in there. Yeah, that's pretty neat right there. So as I mentioned, I'm primarily interested in getting the drives out of it. You know, I don't think it has the original drives in it from what I understand. But nonetheless, it's got drives in it, so it looks like you have to take this bracket out, which would hold like the first 4 drives, and then you have a second bracket in there that holds the second 4 drives. So yeah, I think the model mentioned 24 TB, so maybe 24 terabytes. So theoretically, maybe that's either how much capacity it came with the original, or that's how much it could support. I'm not sure. But yeah, this is pretty epic. So we got loose SATA cables in here, so I'm willing to bet it probably originally had 8 hard drives in it, and they probably changed the drives out at some point. So there's the other side over here. That just comes right out, or it should. Just like that. It's going to disconnect our cables here. I'm just going to take out these 4 drives. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that the drives have been swapped in this unit at some point. The guy who got me this thing told me that it has different size drives in it, so yeah, maybe they pulled the original drives out at some point. Probably didn't need the whole, what, maybe 24 terabytes this thing may have came with originally, so they used those drives in maybe their computers or something. They just threw something else in here. So while I'm looking, let's see the power supply. What's the power supply rated for? Thing has a 300 watt power supply in it. And it's not an ATX style power supply. It does have a 20 pin connector like an ATX unit, but it's not pin for, it's not, the pinout is not compatible with ATX. That's one thing about it is hard drives, you gotta have, especially if you have 8 hard drives going, definitely gotta have some extra power to run those things. So let's see what we have here. So we got a Dell branded hard drive here. I wonder who makes that. Got a Seagate drive there, another Seagate drive there, and a Western Digital over here. So yeah, 250 gig Western Digital, 500 gig Seagate, 500 gig Seagate, and 1 terabyte Dell brand hard drive. So I'm not sure who actually manufactured the drive. Don't think Dell makes hard drives, last I checked. But yeah, so the original drives are definitely going out of this thing, and I'm just gonna harvest these 4 drives because I could use those in computers. I'm gonna put this thing back together and figure out what to do with it. So I was told that the unit worked, but of course I don't really have a use for it. I do however have a use for drives. So let's get you a better look at this unit. That must be the main part of the that must be like the main processor of the whole thing right there, because it's under a heat sink. Got this little external SATA hook up there. What these little add-in cards are here for. They got little risers. They got a little, looks like a little microprocessor on each of those. Definitely, I would say they're add-in cards of some sort. So yeah, this is pretty cool. So they were generous enough to save the extra screws in here from the other 4 drives. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to, when I take these drives off of their little bar, I'm going to combine these screws with those screws into a little Ziploc bag and put it in here. And that way, if whoever gets this thing in the future wants to put drives in it, they can put drives in it. No, I have to hunt down screws. So yeah, guys, pretty crazy stuff right here. So it's funny, this unit did not in fact have a optical drive, and it had a spot for it on the front. So perhaps you could either, instead of using, I guess, maybe 2 hard drives down here, you could, I don't know for sure, you could adapt this thing around to have like a DVD drive over here and some hard drives over here. Like the last two DVR boxes I looked at had the optical drive in place. But this one was all hard drives. So, pretty cool. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Well, everybody, that wraps it up for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the computer channel, and be sure to tick that bell so you'll get notified when new videos are posted. Also, don't forget, I have a whole lot of other interesting videos here on the channel to check out. And also, in addition, I have a second channel, CubeComp MTDX, where I have all sorts of other videos not exactly related to technology. Links to the channels are available at the end of this video. Again, I thank you for your support and thanks for watching this video.